Hmm. Hello, and welcome. This is the 13th live stream for libsurvive. Thanks for coming out today. A ton of things have been going on with libsurvive recently, and it's just been utterly ridiculous. The amount of stuff that's just, I mean, there are commits out the wazoo, and they're good stuff too. It's just been an incredible like slalom here, and most of which is thanks to our little hero, J. David Berger here. But a lot of other people have been hopping in and contributing as well. And I'd like to thank everybody else for coming and joining and hopping in this time, just so that we can see what we can do. And as you guys have probably seen from the thumbnail, we are going to be trying to actually make a wireless Vive headset. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, I noticed somebody was asking, is it going to be like a 5 gigahertz system or something like that? No. I can quell that right now. It will not be streaming. That's not what I'm going to be doing, but we will be running the Vive on the Orange Pi again, and this goal is to see if we can make it wireless. Now, a huge thing that I spent maybe about 20 hours on since last time has been a new game engine called Spredgen. Spred, S-P-R-E-D-G-I-N-E. And the idea behind this is a game engine of sorts that you can run inside of, actually let me go clone it, git clone github.com/Spredgen. cmlore, recurse, submodules. And the idea is that instead of last time, which was this absolutely terrible abomination where I was streaming MJPEG up from the Orange Pi, and it was getting like 1 frame a second and chewing up a ton of CPU. Now what I have is a tool that can, test spread. So now what I have is a tool that I can run, which is obviously not running right now on this for some reason. I'll have to play with that later, but I can show you on the Vive. And instead what it'll do is actually broadcast to a web page. It's going to be a whole bunch of things, Hacker Online. We're going to be throwing it all together, but there's been a ton of prep work that went into the live stream this time, so we're going to see what we can do. So without further ado, what I'm going to do right now is show you guys kind of the setup that we have going on the Orange Pi and the Vive headset and some of the basics. So this is not wireless yet, but we're going to try to make it that. So over here, hold on. Actually, you know what? Let's go make this player bigger. There we go. Okay, so over here we have just a regular Vive headset, and one of the really kind of unusual things I've done here is I've thrown in a little wireless dongle. And that's because one of the things we're going to need, if we're not going to have wired setup, is wireless. And the idea here is the wireless gives the Orange Pi its information. Now, what I've been testing on up until today has been everything through the normal control box. So I actually have no idea if this would work. So all of this is just right now through the regular control box, nothing special, nothing fancy. But we'll see if we can do more today. So right now, just to test, make sure everything is still working from last night. I'm going to just hook it up as it was with the control box and show you guys some of what's been going on. So let's plug in. Let's plug. Uh-oh. There's the cable. There's the cable. Ooh. Okay, and USB. By the way, that was a lighthouse that I just dropped, so I might be down the lighthouse now. Okay, so the wireless setup here, I have the Orange Pi right here, so this is really tiny. I'm just surprised these things work as well as they do. So I have that. I have a power supply. We're going to hook that up first. Hook the HDMI up, and the wired USB up, and power on. And it's starting to flash little lights. And hopefully, if we go back over to the computer, you should be able to CN ping 192.168, 11.250.231. Yeah. Okay, let's just leave this. There it is. Okay. So right now, what's actually going on is the Orange Pi is getting its internet through the wireless dongle plugged into the Vive headset. So that part's working. I'm going to try to SSH in right now. I'm going to actually leave this up somewhere. Sure, whatever, right there is fine. Oh, so some of you guys might be curious. This is something that on Linux and even on Windows in some situations, when the Wi-Fi searches for a new, makes a list of all the networks, it has to temporarily disconnect from the existing Wi-Fi network, so it batches up all the packets, and so that's what that little stair-steppy thing there was. I guess what I'll do is, just for right now, point this back over here. See, I'm kind of curious how many people are watching. I know it is Easter and all, and I did go to church first. Okay, 66, that's pretty good. SSH root at 192.168.11.231, and guess what the password is, everybody? Password. You guys can't get to this from the outside right now. Well, you can get to somewhere on it. So if you can figure out a way to hack Spreadgen, you can totally run as root on this box here. Anyway, so let's see here. Yeah, I know that the link box is not needed, but I'm not going to be using the controllers for this test. Because the Orange Pi under the current disambiguator and poser, I'm still going to be using the SVD from J. David Berger, is not powerful enough to handle more than just the HMD. And even that, it can't really handle, so it gets a little bit hokey. CD git, CD spreadgen, and let's run spread, test spread. Okay. So now I should be able to visit in browser 192.168.11.231:8888. Bingo! Check that out. So right now, this is actually running on the Orange Pi. And you can see when it gets a little bit wacky with the network, it gets a little bit pokey. So there that is. And so we are actually running this on the Orange Pi on the Vive. And so this is a significant improvement from last time. And you can look inside the headset here and see exactly what you see on the screen. Now, if I just put this on my head, I'm pretty sure it'll look 3D, but I'm also pretty sure it will be yarftastic because, yeah, it's very motion nauseating because there's this thing that's moving and you're not. And okay, I'm going to take that off right now. So this is just a demonstration of Spreadgen. So if you ever really need a mechanism to transfer data, like if you're trying to run GLES or OpenGL on an embedded system and then stream it to a web page, we actually did this last night. I was running it on the headset, and J. David Berger was able to connect in and be able to diagnose one of the problems I was having with libsurvive just by watching this web page, which I don't really want to give it to everybody. Actually, you know what? I'll give it to all y'all right now. Let me go, what is my IP? This is my IP right now, so I'll let you guys connect in And it looks like it works. I'm going to go paste this in chat, and we'll see if the page goes completely hosed. I will say it's going to be a little bit rough, though. I have no doubt. I don't know if I ever designed it to operate on multiple clients at once. That's a really interesting thing. It might tank my up a file not found. Wonder why. Well, it looks like this definitely was not. Looks like, oh, it's sig faulted. Oh, hey guys, so here's what happened. YouTube threw in an additional bunch of junk. Just have to copy and paste it. I would imagine it's going to be awfully slow though, so yeah, it's not keeping up well. Okay. I would ask that you guys might want to stop watching it now, though. It works, yes. So I'm gonna go kill this because that's a little ridiculous. So the next thing I'm gonna do, and I've already calibrated it here, so I can just run it. I can say /test survive, and the survive now. If I look, oh no. Oh, actually, hey, it's kind of working. Yeah, I'm gonna disable the wireless. Oh man, yeah. It's okay. Spreadgen clearly has a lot of bugs. I don't think I've ever tested it with that many people online. Give me a moment to. How am I gonna disable this? Oh, I know how I'm gonna disable this. I'm not going to use port 8888. I'm going to use port 8889, which is not poked through to the outside world. And then I can see it and you guys can't, and hopefully that will make things work well. Hello? Still running on 8888. What's going on? I don't know why that was happening. Let's try it now. No. That's a little bit weird. Okay, whatever. Spreadgen.c. Oops, that's right. Root at 192.168.11.231. So I'm going to actually just edit that right now in the file, just so that mistyped password. Go figure. Source Spreadgen remote HTTP. Okay, seriously? Where did I... Oh. 8889. Ha 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 ha. I don't know how I messed that up. I'll have to fix that at some point. Okay, so now we can go into the next one. So right now the Vive is tracking, not very well, admittedly. It is a bit rough to do the tracking on the Orange Pi because everything is really it's just not enough CPU. So what ends up happening is the Vive itself starts dropping light packets, which kind of train wrecks everything, so you'll get extra glitches that you really shouldn't have to deal with, but whoopsies, oh well. And by the way, yes, I do not use any of the passwords I use while I stream anywhere else at all, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to just put this on right now, and let's just make sure this is up for you guys. Okay, you guys can see that. Let's move this a little bit more out of the way. So I'm going to just kind of go over here. Oof. Hold on. So I'm still tethered, and this is a major bummer, but see as I walk around this unusual thing right here. Go down to the floor, I can kind of make it out. It's a little bit rough. There's a lot of vibration in some situations. I'm trying to remember the flag that J. David Berger gave me some flag that I could use that would help that. Let me see if I can run that real quick. Bingo, that's what I want to do. Let's try it now. So yeah, I would say that that's tracking. And it's jittery because of the whole CPU problem, but I would say it's tracking pretty well. And I am still getting 90 FPS, so I'd say this is working out pretty well. And if I like rotate my headset to the side, you can see it corrects for up and all of that's fine. And the distance between my eyes is about right. So like right now I'm putting my right eye. I don't know, can you guys see me on the floor here? See, the distance is about right between the two eyes, so it's definitely tracking. So that's definitely working right now. Oh. So I guess the next part about this, since you guys see that this works, all of that, there's really nothing more I should delay. I guess we should try to get this wireless. Huh. Let's give it a shot. So shut down -H now. Okay. So there's a couple options that we have, actually several options. Let's see here. Adding active cooling with good thermal paste. Okay, I will actually say, when I tried running the Vive on the Orange Pi to begin with, it did not go well at all. The Orange Pi did absolutely overheat. I saw lines like running through the display, I mean, it was awful. So I did add some $3 heat sinks to the Orange Pi, and it seems to have completely fixed all of the overheating problems. So that was a good, like, whew, dodge. As you guys can see, it's got a big old heat sink on there right now. Anyway, got it all together. Yes. Okay. So first, I think it makes sense to test some of the power solutions that we might get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go hook up this power supply to some of the other power adapters I have. So I have this whole wad of Chinese cheap power buck, maybe boost. I don't even know what any of these things are. So we'll have to pull them open and see what they do and if they're suitable for giving the Vive or the Orange Pi power. So let's see here. This one has no indication as to what it is other than a DC to DC adapter. Let's give it a shot. It's pretty small, so it'd be nice to keep it small. Let's see. So I'm going to go put power in here and here. And let's give it about 12 volts. Actually, the battery that I'm going to be using is a little bit higher than 12 nominally, though it goes down. Let's see how much power is coming out. Maybe there's a better place for this here. Let's make sure we got power going in. We do 14 volts, power coming out. 14 volts, okay, let's try reducing the amount of power. Hey, if you know how to overclock them, let me know. I would love to try to overclock this live on session, but I would need really specific directions. At Metin? So let's see, what do we do here to make this thing output less than 14 volts? It's got this trim pot on it. Oh, you know what? This looks like a boost circuit, actually. Yeah, this is a boost supply, so I don't think I want this. Let's see, what else do I have? Uh-oh, are these all boosts? This looks, maybe this is a boost buck. Let's try this one. That's definitely boosting, so that's not good. Let's see if it does buck too. Yes, looks like it does buck. 5.3 volts, that looks reasonable. Let's apply a dummy load to it. So these are two 10 watt, 10 amp. Be right back with some alligator clips. Actually, one thing I should probably do is adjust this view down a little bit. So these supplies are available online ridiculously cheap. That's why I love them. The little guys there, they're probably, I'd have to guess, maybe about $8 or $9 from Amazon, but they're probably only like $3 or $4 from China, which is usually where I get my stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to monitor this when I apply power and see, see if it, wow, these test leads are sharp. I think that may draw blood. See what happens. Let's apply it there and there. So yeah, look at that. It's still putting out almost 5 volts. So that's probably a little tight. And it did draw blood. Stupid test leads. Ugh. Okay, so this looks like a pretty good candidate for supplying the Orange Pi. So right now it's about 2. Whew, yeah, it's getting warm. And so one of the neat things is, even though it's supplying a fair bit of power to the 5 volt side, let's see, 5 amps, that'd be, yeah, it's almost maybe about 11 watts on the 5 volt side, maybe 10 watts. It's only sucking up maybe about 12 watts. Wait, less than that. I'm mathing wrong. 5 watts. It's giving 5 watts to the 5 volt side, and it's sucking up, I can't math, what is that, 6 watts? So it looks like it's down converting pretty efficiently. What this is going to benefit us with is to give us much better battery life for the Orange Pi and the whole system altogether. So I'm going to take this one now, since it's set for about 5 volts. Actually, I guess what I'm going to do, what I'd rather do is play with it a little bit more, get a better feeling for it. It says 5.37. Actually, I'm kind of curious if I hook this up here. There could be voltage drop across the lead, so let's see what the deal is with that. If I hook it up right here, 5.12. So yeah, it looks like there's a fair bit of voltage drop across the wire, so we're going to want to minimize that. Okay, so this one is set for 5 volts. I'm going to label it as such so I don't get them mixed up. Looks like this isn't working anymore. Yeah, wire is pretty limiting. 5 volts. 5 volts. That way I will not accidentally zap something. So this one's set to 5. Let's hope that I have another one of these here. It looks like I do. If it's a buck boost, then what I could use it for is providing the power to the Vive as well. The Vive wants 12 volts as far as I know, but I should probably test that right now. Yeah, that's actually another problem with this Spraygen is does seem to cause problems. Can you guys still hear me? I hope you can. think that's... Come on, please load, please load. Whoa, people are saying things. Let's see if the YouTube logger is still running. I'm being rate limited? Wow. Let's try that again. Huh. Reattach the chat window. Let's reattach. Where's the... Oh, it's right there. Herp derp. Okay, so everything's still fine. So the problem is Spreadgen will actually what do you call that? It'll use up more and more. It's a memory leak in JavaScript with Spreadgen. I need to go figure that out. Wait, YouTube was rate limiting me? Oh. Okay. Anyway, I need to get back to the topic at hand. Can you hear me? Actually, I guess you can. So, test. Okay. Oh. So, popping open the Vive headset here. I'm going to leave it powered on for right now because I do need to check. Which, by the way, oh yeah, look at those cables in there. Wait a second. Let me switch the lighting up a little bit. Say hello to Vivey. Okay. So in here, you have all the connections. And for me, I have had to go modify the connector for the Belkin here because I couldn't physically fit that USB cable in. So let's go unplug the stuff. So I actually have Easter dinner with my family. I didn't think that many people ate Easter lunch. I didn't realize that would be as much of an issue as it was. Like church in the morning, and then I guess some churches also have evening service. But I did not think about the whole Easter lunch thing. Sorry, guys. But it had to be today. It had to be on April 1st. So, okay. Back to the dealio now. So first of all, I'm going to go verify the voltage that would be going into the Vive headset. I will do that with this thing right here, and I'm going to go shove a little wire in there, and I will see what voltage is actually coming out of this power here. 12.18, so that's spectacular. Oh, the overview camera's frozen. Bingo. Actually, I should probably leave ripcord up. People are chatting there. Okay. Actually, you know what? We can just leave it up. Why not? As you can see, people are actually doing work right now, unrelated to the live stream in the Vive Discord. So, have this cable, and on Amazon I got this cable, which is, it looks like they'll fit pretty well. They're both very, come on, focus. Very small, same sort of shape. So let's chop this off and see what we can do with it. I know I brought my tools. There they are. And I'm going to give it a little bit of extra length. Oh, you know what? I have a tool for that. Why am I using my teeth? Yeah. I wasn't really thinking that through. Oh, okay. So that's going to be fine there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to try threading it too far. Yeah, I can't thread that anyway. So right now I have not yet set the voltage on this, so it's probably going to be way high. So I'm not going to plug the Vive up until after I've verified the voltage. Okay. I'm hoping that black is minus and red is plus, but I've been wrong before, so we will have to check that too. Okay. So those two are soldered. Let's apply some power and set the voltage. Ooh, that's interesting. This one's got an LED on it. Let's go monitor the voltage. Actually, better yet, let's monitor the voltage under load. Well, I'm going to judge that that is not, I should probably set the voltage first. Yeah, it's trying to make a lot of voltage right now. think this was the way I turned it. Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe it was this way. Okay, fine. Okay, so it's making 32 volts. That's definitely wrong. Hello? The audio looks like it's working right now. Oh, what you probably heard was the power supply spinning up. Choppy? Right now, is the audio okay? Okay, I'll switch. Give me a moment. Test. Test. Oh, that's loud. Test. That's still loud. Is it okay if I, is this, no, it's definitely too hot. Test. Oh, hey, there we go. That looks a little bit more reasonable. Okay. Woot. Good. So now this is set for 12 volts, and we're going to just check to make sure I didn't mess up the polarity. So I'm going to put that in there. If you guys can see that. Oh. So it's 12.3 volts, so that looks like that's going to be just fine. Okay. There's that. So I'm going to go take this and write 12 on it. And I guess one thing I should, well, you know what I should do first is make sure it can handle a fair bit of juice. So I'm going to go take 5 watt, 5 ohms. It's going to be a lot more than its rated power, but not for very long. I should really just check that. Make sure it doesn't drip too bad when it's going to draw about 2 amps. That's not good. It's dripping to 7 volts. This might not work. Let's see if we can, if adding a capacitor will help. I have more capacitors somewhere. Here we go. My suspicion is that it's the input capacitance that's killing it because the supply is not the best. So I'm going to go try to see if adding this capacitor fixes it. So again, this is a 5 ohm resistor, and that's going to put at 12 volts, it's going to be probably a little over 2 amps, which is something I'd like to be able to source. I don't actually know what the Vive is rated for, though. I think it's like 1 amp. No. I mean, it helped, but... Ouch, that's way hot. I guess we could just try an output capacitor and see how that goes. Oops, that would be backwards. Okay, let's make sure it doesn't explode. Bingo, that looks nice. Okay, let's check this. No. So it looks like this supply just can't provide that kind of juice. That's annoying. Let's see here. Do I have any others that would look like they would be different? I guess we could use 2 supplies. It's dangerous to put them in series like that, but... hey, when in YouTube chat, don't post links. I'm not opening anything. Well, unless I'm calculating something very wrong, it is definitely not providing that much power. This is a 5 watt, 5 ohm resistor, so 5 ohms on 12 watts is about the right amount of juice. Maybe I just got a bad supply. We could try a different one. This is definitely a different brand, so we'll try this one. I'm going to make sure this also does boost bucks. I'm going to drop the voltage to, say, 10 volts. Okay, it does look like it's boost and buck. Okay, let's juice it up. Oh, yes, that's glorious. This thing got real hot. The thing was like a trooper. Okay, I'll do it one more time. But yes. So this is the one we're going to use. And actually, you know what I would love to test on this one is what it does if I try to, if it's trying to do step up. So I'm going to reduce the voltage. Like, let's say we're running at 10 volts, which we're not, but say we were. And then I want to see... Oh, yes. Actually, I'm kind of curious how low you can make it. Right now it's at 8 volts. No, I can't quite do that. Okay, so it does do step up, just not very well when it's under heavy load. But that does mean we could have used a different battery pack than the behemoth that I ended up buying for it. This thing is ridiculous and looks like it's a fire mess. Anyway, we're going to switch everything over to this one, which is conveniently only 2 wires. That's funny that the other one would be so much worse than this one. They look the same. Okay. I guess I should probably... Nah, we won't test it. We'll just test it all together a little bit later. Okay, I will test the polarity again, though, to make sure that I don't mess that up. Oh, there's still voltage on this capacitor. Yep. Polarity is right. So this one's actually 12 volts. The other one should probably be marked as being low power. Okay, won't need any more of these supplies. Got our 5-volt one up here. Now we should probably wire up the Orange Pi. Oh no! Precious stuff is happening in chat. I'm toying with maybe we should look at that briefly. It looks like people are talking about oh, this is interesting. So this is, I think, the second time somebody from Valve has mentioned using, or not reusing the factory calibration. They're talking about how they do the reprojection. Neat. Okay. I guess I should just keep doing what I said I would do. Oh, I remember why I came over here. look something up. Hi, Ben. The Ben. The last Ben. Or what was it? Something Ben. Orange or... Conveniently, Orange Pi uses the same basic header, I think. Yeah. Huh. That's different than what I thought it was. Huh. Oh, before I forget, there was another thing I wanted to try. I want to see if this thing will do it. So I have a little hat here from Unity Technologies. It's a power hat. It also has high-powered GPIO outputs. But I'm curious if I can run the Orange Pi off of it. I haven't tried yet, so I'm going to go see. That might actually make the most sense because then it also provides me a really nice kind of platform. Okay. I wrote, let's see if it provides. Oh. 5.8, 5.9. That's a little high. Oh, that could also be because it's unregulated. Let's try seeing what it does if I put it under load. This, then this. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. You know what? We can try it. Let's do that. Whoops. Ooh, will this even fit? Won't fit. I have to solder it. Okay, yeah, we're not doing that. Oh. I thought I had some VHB, but I guess I don't. Actually, I will be right back. I'm going to go get some zip ties. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention I did have to build a custom kernel, and I have the setup for the Vive is kind of unusual because you have to set it up to use the frame buffer, and right now in the kernel DRI for the next release, the Bleeding Edge Linux kernel, they completely broke it. It actually checks to see if there's a Vive on the line, and if there is, it's like, well, I can't use that. And so if there's a Vive hooked up and literally no other monitor, it's a bug and it won't even do the Vive at all. Despite that not being the writer's intent, I did ask. So they're supposed to fix it. I apparently don't know how to make commits to the Linux kernel very well, because so far it doesn't look like anything I've done has made it in, even though they've said it's been approved. So I'm hoping that gets fixed. Okay. So let's see, we got this here. And we're gonna see if we can find some way to mount this on here, I guess. Probably off to the side. Little pancake thing going on there. Doesn't look too janky, does it? So pin 1 to that one. Okay, guess I should probably wire up the input source. Actually, I'm going to go increase the brightness just a tad. I did it again. I just used my teeth to strip the wire despite having a wire stripper in my hands. I really got to get out of that habit. Actually going to solder underneath a little bit. Okay, solder on the minus. Yes, does not matter how much experience you have with soldering irons, you still burn yourself all the time. All the time. Okay, so there's this little guy. So this might be sufficient. I will probably, I don't know how I feel about zip tying all this together. Maybe I can go around. Bet you guys didn't expect to come out to watch Charles play with zip ties. Did ya? Hey, that actually fits. add a little bit of spacer there so it doesn't short. Okay, and we have all one unit here. Okay, I say we juice it up. Let's add on some extra little wires so I can power it more easily. Then we can juice it up. So we're an hour and 15 minutes in, and this is only going to be 3 hours, so I think we're doing pretty good. Kind of covered everything I wanted to talk about in the beginning. Let's see here. Hope that I haven't flexed the stuff too badly. It should still work, I guess. Let's see. It's using some power. Let's try going straight into the Vive with it. Actually, let's apply power with HDMI hooked up to the Vive. So HDMI is hooked up to the Vive right here. Whoops. And there's my mess. And I'm going to go see if 12 volts is coming out of here. Hey, the power status light came on the Orange Pi. 12.3 volts is coming out of this plug for the Vive. Let's try plugging that in. And we'll also need the Wi-Fi. Where did I put that? Here it is. I've forgotten which is which. I think this one goes here. plug up the other USB plug. Oh, where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. Uh-oh. USB, where did you go? Little blue USB plug. I had one. Where it went? Well, I have this black one, so that should be fine. How in the world will this have enough throughput? Oh, that's why you're tuning in to find out. Oh, hey, something's happening. It's using way more power right now. I don't know what that's about. Let's see if we can ping the Pi. Hey, the Pi is online. Let's see if we can SSH to the Pi. We can SSH to the Pi. Let's see what's next here. Oops. Did I install SL? Install SL. Let's make sure SL works. This is the most critical application on any Unix-based system, is SL. Although I'm a little bit worried, what's going on here? Why is it not chatty Cathy? There we go. And SL. Are you serious? There we go. So we're going to run a test. We're going to run, and this is in Spreadgen. So the test survive. Let's make sure we can see the output. Oh my gosh. This might work. Pointing the headset where there's no video out on the inside the Vive headset. I'm going to reboot the Orange Pi. Actually, I'm going to power off the whole system because that seems prudent. First of all, I'm going to see it boot if I see anything in the display for the U-boot stuff. I don't. That is concerning. That's very concerning. I hope I don't need the link box. That would be really annoying. But we can try it. Not good. I see what you're saying, but I don't know what's causing this. Let's run the Mali test. That's a lot more basic. There's still no video. Okay, let's run everything through the link box. I'm gonna have to reboot, aren't I? Okay. Hey, okay, I see a Mali thing coming up. Okay. So this works. Why does this work, but the other way does not? So Ben says it's just an HDMI receiver. You do have to have the exact, I know the exact resolution. You need USB power and HDMI to get their chipset though. Super early Vives had a colored LED, which would tell you what was missing. Well, this has an LED. It's green, which means that it's getting video. I'll double check with the Mali test. Yes, so I have video out right now, so that's working. I don't know, it's definitely not upscaling. The Orange Pi is outputting at the native 2160 crazy resolution thing. So I guess we could just try it piecemeal. Let's unplug the HDMI and swap that out. Yes, the little LED turned red. Hey! Okay, so the HDMI's fine. I kind of want to reboot. So actually, you guys can't really see it, but it is outputting the Mali test app that I wrote. Okay. So I guess next would be try to run the USB with it. Hey, okay, so the Vive runs with that. Let's try this, swapping that out. And it works with that too, but it won't boot without the link box. By the way, what you guys can probably hear whirring is this thing over here. This whole getup is using about 12 watts right now, which is a lot of juice. 12 watts! Oh my god! Yeah, the little Orange Pi chip. I think I might need to get a little fan on that thing.
Almost as much as an Atari.
Whoops. What did I touch?
Broke it.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh, the power input's touched. That's just great. So it rebooted itself, even though I didn't intend it to. It's so weird. Why is the light red again? Why is it not outputting? Why? See, the light on the side is red. Ah, bummer. Let's try another combination. Let's do this with the power from the link box. Maybe it'll work. Maybe. Can we get Wi-Fi back at least? Please? Please? Hey, okay, Wi-Fi came back. No video though. Still no video, so it's something about the link box and booting up. It won't do without the link box. So somebody says to check Discord. Terex? What am I checking off topic or something? Okay. What do I need to know about Linkbox? Yeah, you're right. It's just USB adapter, Bluetooth, HDMI booster, looks like. Still, I don't understand why it wouldn't boot with. I guess I can for right now until we figure out why it won't boot like this. That's just really annoying. Anyway, let's just try to reboot it, and let's try every combination of hardware during reboot. So right now I'm powered off the link box. Oh, actually, let me go plug the HDMI directly in. But everything else through the link box. There is nothing. Nothing at all. Let's try it this way. I'm going to be real sad if I can't get away with that works. So what's going on? Let's try a different HDMI cable just in case. Or we could be really ridiculous. Let's plug the HDMI directly for the Vive. Nothing. Okay, I guess we'll need the link box at least for a little bit. Don't know why I need the link box though. Oh, it's not plugged in on this end. Let's go nicely reboot the Pi. Right, but why would it boot just fine with the link box, but not without? So no, that won't work. Latch is the hot plug detect pin. No, I can't do that, Adeko, because I tried the best I could to write in all the edid settings manually, but I could not get the kernel to boot with custom edid settings. Well, I couldn't get it to use them, so I have to have the Vive at boot give Linux kernel all the edid settings. That's interesting, though. I wonder if there's some way I could solder the Orange Pi pins. I don't know. Well, we don't have that much time left today, so maybe about an hour and a half left? 3 hours? Yeah. So we should probably just run with the link box for right now to get things bootstrapped, and then we'd run without it later. Actually, that's another interesting point. If the Orange Pi boots and can output to the... let's try that. So... let's power... do everything except for the HDMI. We'll run the HDMI through the other way. Okay, let's see if this works. Nothing. So that's fine. So what is up with that power? Is something going on the power line when it's first coming up? So right now I need... oh, let's try it, actually. Let's, oh no, that should be just fine. So I should be able to do this with this. Huh. So I'm really confused right now. Let's try adding just an extra capacitor to this just in case something's going on weird with the power. Because that would be a shame if we also needed to bootstrap the Vive somehow. With the I'm just adding a capacitor right now to the 12-volt rail that's going into the Vive, just in case something weird is going on with that. So that's that right there. Supply power. Does the link box not work if it's not doesn't have some power being drawn from it or something? Does the link box like power down if it detects that the Vive is unplugged, maybe? Could be the USB, actually. Let's try that. Not the USB. Could it? No, because I've tried it without the USB plugged up to the link box, so that's not it. I'm going to try it right now with just the USB going to the Vive. Okay, that works. So yeah, it's like something about the power the link box needs. That's really weird. So the link box, maybe it won't go active unless there's a power draw on the Vive side. That's really annoying. If that really is the case, but we can test that actually. Let's see, do I have the right? What I'm doing right here is I'm just applying a dummy load. Nope, that's not it. Maybe the power that this thing is providing is not good. Why would that be though? What's going on? Why did I sandwich it this way? Now I can't get to the little dummy pot. So if we start it up like this, and then we swap the cables out, it should be fine. Should. It's so weird. Yep. So what's going on? I don't get it. If I don't provide power... So I don't know. I have 1,000 ohm... Maybe it needs more than 1,000... Or sorry, 1,000 microfarad. Yeah, I guess that's the only really suitable explanation, but... Well, sure. Let's go swap everything back now. I would really not like to... I would really prefer not to be dependent on the link box a ton. Maybe the sequencing matters. Maybe the Vive needs power up before. That's one thing we haven't addressed, is what if we don't power up the Orange Pi, but we do power up the Vive first. So Vive has power now. Now Orange Pi has power. Hey, that was it. Okay. So power sequencing matters. That's the actual problem. That's fair enough. We can deal with that. And actually, let's try it this way now. So let's see if we can do it without the link box if we do the sequencing. Okay. And now let's try plugging the Vive in, or the Orange Pi in. Nothing. No, we're still going to need the link box to bootstrap that for some reason. And I wish I could do this without the edid. Okay, so this is going to be a little complicated to use. That's definitely going to need some sort of sequencer added. Okay, so that works. Now if we unplug this, we plug this in, we should still have video. Let's try it. Hey, okay. Well, that answers that. For some reason, the link box is still needed in order to make the thing wake up, but so be it. I guess I should probably get another Okay. Well, that's good. Let's go do the rest of this deal now. Chat is dead, guys. What's up? I guess this is kind of a boring point in the thing, so. A little low.
Behaving because Ben's around.
Everyone, Brendan just said everybody is behaving because Ben's around. So I have these, which are the connectors that go into here. Oops, that's the wrong gender. I'm not even going to use heat shrink for this part. These connectors go onto this, like that. So I should be able to solder on little itty bitty wires to that to use it. Or we could just jump right ahead and solder the wires I intend to use. That seems like a good idea. Where is, I just put it down there. So the big block part is hot. What?
I'm just talking to someone about flying with the synthesizer and how awful it has been because they never want to look at the soundboards. They only want to look at my laptop or just some other random thing in my suitcase.
If you fly out a BWI, it's probably my fault. I'm the one who flies.
No, that's the problem. They don't want to look at this.
No, I'm saying every time they see me, they're like, "Oh, just go."
I see.
Sure, we'll flag something.
All right, people. Let's get the stream's opinion on this. Which camera should we hold it up to? This one?
This one. Or you could.
All right.
The other one, I guess, is clearer, but.
Bomb or not a bomb? I mean, it does say it has your name on it, so maybe not. But would you rather catch someone for trying to go through security with that, or with a laptop with like 500 LEDs on the back?
I would want to know what somebody was.
We have 3 votes for bomb, 1 for not a bomb. Clock. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, I was just talking to a guy about flying with this, and they tossed my entire suitcase, but did not look at this. And I was like, I'm surprised that you're not interested in, you know, like the one thing in my suitcase that actually does look like a bomb. And she looked at me, and it was like 6 in the morning, and she's like, well, you know, policies have changed since the last time you flew. And I was like, I just flew 2 weeks ago. But anyway.
Sir, we're going to have to ask you to just stop asking any questions.
Please quit saying the B word.
B word. Yeah, I will be really upset if my stream gets flagged for content that's inappropriate for advertisers because of that.
Did they at least give you a time?
No. But so far from what I can tell, whenever anything obvious has happened that would preclude my stream being suitable for all audiences, if I go edit that part out, they're fine then. So... Let's see here. Is this good? Hey, it fits. Everything fits now. Let's go load this through the head strap. Okay, let's do the wacky power-up sequence, but this time we'll do it with the lithium polymer. And, because I am terrified of this. Actually, Brendan, do you mind going downstairs and getting the fire extinguisher? Just in case. It's near my workbench. I don't think it's in the kitchen. I'll be right back.
I think there's one in the corner.
Is there?
Yeah, look behind that box.
Box.
Recycling?
Oh, hey, there's a fire extinguisher there.
Is that?
It is sufficient.
Okay.
It won't put out the lithium fire, but it sure as heck will put out everything else. So, okay, guys.
Soot into the carpet.
So, do we want to do it? We want to... Oh yeah, we got to sequence it. Let's see here. In the world? Oh, that plug doesn't fit. Okay. Are you serious? This doesn't fit. Man. I need the... There it is. The HDMI that came with the Vive. Surely that'll fit. Hey, Ben, I know that you're saying it's not something magic that the link box does, but I still can't get the Orange Pi to EDID, even if the headset is turned on before the Pi is up. So, don't know what's going on there. Oh boy, that barely fits. Okay. Okay. Safety glasses. Where did I put them? Okay. Ready, everyone? I don't have any way of monitoring this. Makes me nervous. Well, I guess I could see the Vive headset turning on. Yeah, I did. Okay. So the Vive headset is on. It's being powered off the lithium polymer battery. And
Apparently a red LED.
I have a red LED. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wrap this in a little bit more tape, just so it doesn't short anything out. Oh, and this is also not even back down yet. I'm not. Yeah, maybe if maybe a 10K analyzer. Yeah, sure. Everybody else, hop on that. Super chat me 10K. Okay. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna tape this up a little more. Okay, so this is the terrifying ball of wires that I have going on. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so the Vive is powered. The link box is in the mix. We're going to juice it up here. So the Orange Pi should be turning on. And I see a boot screen. And the boot screen, okay, the kernel started. Let's go see what this is like over here. See if it thinks it's displaying stuff correctly. see if it can track. It's definitely tracking. Okay. Okay, let's go carefully now. Going to go unplug the link box. Oh, come on. What in the world? Oh, I was trying to plug it in upside down.
You done her?
Okay, let's see if it's still tracking. Yep, it's still tracking. Actually, considering it hasn't exploded yet, I probably don't need the safety glasses. I can't really move that so you guys can see it, but this is kind of a neat mechanism they have here where it slides on in to protect it. Except the fact that this doesn't quite fit. It's just not gonna go.
Things you have dangling off of your face as you wear that are
Next thing I know, it'll be a commentary about the rent in New York City. You know what? Can't really see. I'm just taking a pair of nips to Brendan, do you mind closing the window that's currently up, because that's going to take out the computer in a second if remains open.
The web browser or the tab?
Just the tab.
There we go. A little bit of inception there. Maybe I should...
No protection circuit. We're living dangerously. Can you bring open the ping screen? I want to make sure it's still talking. One of the tabs or one of the applications that's running right now is a ping screen.
Pinging 231?
Mm-hmm.
That one?
Yep. Well, did not expect I would be spending this much time cutting cables. Or rather, strain reliefs and stuff. Yes! Almost. Almost. Okay. Let's see if I still have a picture. Whoa. Whoa, that was a little scary. Let's see, did it stop running? Oh, it did, okay. Hey! Okay. Okay, so we have, this is it. It is as janky as I was hoping. We have this, which is the Orange Pi and power supplies. We have a wireless dongle, and we are right now able to run. Actually, you know what I should probably do is tape all this together. Better yet, I'll just zip tie it. One's not big enough. 2 zip ties.
I am not sure if this product is marketable.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
It's not marketable to people that want to play Space Pirate Trainer, that's for sure.
No.
Otherwise, they'll jerk their head around and everything will go flying across the room.
Okay. Can't believe that the Orange Pi hasn't crashed through all this. Okay, Brendan. Do you want to strap me up here? Okay, so I'm going to put this on. I want you to hold this. Okay, and I don't know, maybe try to zip tie it in there. So let me see if I can get tracking. Did it stop tracking again?
Well, I can't. Nothing in the browser, but
No, it's still tracking. It's just I'm not
Yeah, you're
inside
just
of an
not in
object.
there,
Here, let me go
right.
somewhere where I can see the object. Okay. Okay.
all right. So what are we doing? We're taking.
Let's rotate a little bit this way.
This is like just gonna have to dangle off the side of your head.
No. Zip tie to the top strap.
Right. But
Zip tie multiple things. I have a
zip
lot of
tie
zip
all the
ties.
things. All right. You don't want to get a PCB in your noggin though, right?
That's fine.
Well, here, actually, this is a good. That can go right there. How close do you want that capacitor to your head?
Ooh, that's a good point. I kind of do want a little bit of a blast screen between that and my head.
Well,
Did you just get my hair in that? It feels like you got my hair in the...
maybe? No? I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, that's going there. How about the battery pack hanging off the back? Because,
Okay, that's fine, but as long as it's zip tied in.
well, right. I'm just thinking that's probably going to be good because there's a thing there that I can do with that, and
Do you have any...
plus some weight.
Yeah, do you have any idea if we have anything that could be used as a blast shield for the lipo?
I don't think anything can save you from yourself, Charles.
Make sure that this is visible, like on the screen.
Make sure what is...
Like that this is in the camera view. Like what we're doing here. Or are you already done?
I mean, almost. I'm gonna...
Oh my gosh, it feels so weird. Oh, it's so janky.
I'm doing one more something because
Okay.
I think that this needs to stay on another way too. Also, I'm taking a picture of this because
Okay.
geez,
Is that visible in browser?
yes, we can see it in the browser. Now you need to write something and we'll throw the chat up in one of your eyes.
I could do that. That's probably a little bit outside the scope of this. But you know
Okay,
what I'll do?
Don't move. All right. Have fun.
Whoa.
See you later.
I'm gonna go, I know there's a chair around here somewhere. I'll put it where the cube is, and then I'll be able to sit down theoretically, right? Okay, that's roughly where the cube is in 3D space. So if I'm like over here, I know there's a wall here somewhere. Here it is. So if I go walk over to the cube, can I sit on the cube? Yes. Oh. What's chat doing?
Crazy Red says this is probably not going in a Valve hardware advertisement.
I certainly hope not.
My thought is it should totally go in a hardware advertisement. It's like, do you want to play VR? Well, you could use this Pi, or you could get a GeForce.
Okay, so there's the chair. I got
970
that.
or whatever.
Okay, how about this? Let me, I'm going to take this off for a second. I'm going to, web preview stops working?
I think they're just talking about how when you leave the area, you can't see the...
Oh, weird. Yeah, something's definitely hosey with that. That's fine, though. Give me a second. Let me, let's go kill a couple things here. Let's see if we can edit something useful. So, let's see. Do you want to aim that, I guess, better, maybe at me. Aim the, can you do the webcam at me?
Aim,
So test survive. Let's make this more interesting? TD scale.
That's sort of enough, right? Everyone get a nice view of Charles with weirdness on his head.
With a Vive. You can tell its name is Vive because of the two eyes. Okay, so SM, float SM equals x times 3, or 2 plus y times 0.3 plus c times 0.8. I have a frame number here, keyframes. Times 0.1. 05, let's do that. 0.05. Get the sine of that. Let's see what that does.
Which Orange Pi is this?
Orange Pi 1. Yeah. Oh, I should pull open the. Whoa, what's going on? Let's go over to the area a little better. Oh, tracking, hello. There we go.
That is... Charles, why are you not writing demo scene productions?
Look at the little squares. Oh my gosh, that is... Oh, they're turning inside out. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, that was fun. Let's do something else a little bit more fun. Oh. Actually, you know what I could do right now is I could point the Vive. Let's go change this. We'll add in a rotation. Euler angles. Let's rotate. I have no idea what that's going to do. Hello? Come on, come back. Oh, so there's this weird thing with like WebSockets in most browsers. There we go. Okay, let's take a closer look. Yes. It's working. It's actually working. It's a little glitchy, but it is totally, let's see, how close can I get and still keep frame rate? My head is inside the chair right now, or on the chair. Ooh, I know what I want to try. I want to make a regular grid of lines and see what that looks like. I don't have any good way to do that. I'll just use cubes. Lots and lots of cubes. We have a comment here to switch to, I don't. There's a way to switch to line rendering. Or, you know what, I'll make a whole bunch of really tiny cubes over a large area. It's not really procedural rendering. This is like a C file. Oh my gosh, I have to show you guys the coolest thing about the spreadsheet. I'll show you guys that after I get this a little bit better. I'm going to go comment these out. You guys can't really see that. Let me see if... Come on, refresh. Whatever, I'll show you guys the other thing. Oh hey, it's up. Let's go over here now.
Very fractal field. You're in cube space.
Oh my gosh, this board is getting so hot. The Orange Pi. Okay. Let's look at this one right here. Hey guys, can you like cross your eyes when you're looking at this to get the 3D effect? Like if I look down this line. Okay, this is actually working. Okay. So I'll show you guys the coolest thing right now. So this is, I'm gonna leave this up so you can kind of see what's going on. And what I can do is I can edit the shaders real time. Assets, default.frag, and default.vert. And I could say, let's edit the fragment file first. I could just change it so that all of them are 0.4. So now they're all green. So I can actually edit the shader in real time and see the effects. So maybe I want to make the cubes a little bit bigger to begin with. I'll make 7. Whoops. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of bugs to be ironed out here. Okay. Okay, so this is working. Okay. Let's go. I don't know. What would be an interesting thing to do? Let's go past the varying vec4 vvpos and vvpos. Let's get the position in world space. So most shaders, or most things right now, what they'll do is they'll combine the model view, or the model and the view matrix. But if you keep them separate, you can do some really neat things where you get the physical position in 3D space of things inside of the shader. So I can go store the physical position in 3D space inside the vertex shader here, and I can go extract it from within the fragment shader, and we can go say take this and .xyz. So it's Tyler, line 13. So now, in the fragment shader, I have the color of everything set to the X, Y, and Z position values. So you can see everything that's in the. Let me go over here. You can see everything that's in the the bottom quadrant down here. That's all black because that's where the X position, Y position, and Z position are negative. And you can see that if I go over, oh come on, be less janky, please, please. I really want to just, okay. You can see in this position is positive Y because the values are more green, and in this direction over here, you can see it's let's see how that's red over there. That means that's positive X that way, and then up is blue, and so you can see that Z is blue, the positive. So you can kind of get a sense for the 3D space. Let's see if I can step outside of this. Also, it's to scale, so everything is just like a meter at a time. Make sure it's visible, right? So that's why 100% brightness is, ooh, what's going on there? Tracking. So the other nice thing is hopefully Albino Frenchie gets some of the phase correction stuff in for the lighthouse, because right now it looks like things get a little bit wacky if I go to the extreme. Anyway, so there's that. Let's go shrink this down so we can see it more easily. So if I take all that and, you know what, I can just edit this in the vertex shader. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I can actually just say vec 3 vp1 equals vpos times 0.1. Oh, that's going to shrink all of the objects, I think. Let's see. So I'm going to point it over here, vpos 0.1, vp1. Oh yeah, it just shrunk the objects. So what I actually want to do is model view,
Live shader coding on a Vive.
Yes, this is live shader coding on a Vive. So let's see here. I'll take that. Let's save it again. Make sure. So our cubes are reasonable size now. Let's see if that works. Can I do that? Vec 3, 2, comma 2 point, comma 1, or 2 point, comma 1 point.
0.1 or 1 point?
Oh, you know what? It's because of the stupid divide by W step. So if I take that and multiply by 2.0, okay, by 3.0.
Boing.
Okay, so that's nice and chubby. Let's see here.
Chubba cubes.
Next
It's
thing.
the new latest range.
Okay. Let's try scaling everything down. So we take this and we say times vec for 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, 1. That should not do whatever it just did. Oh, I have an error. Or not. Interesting. Why is that not working? Do that. Oh, there we go. did it just crash again? No.
Tell
Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I was supposed to be running this with the SDA adjustment that Albino gave me. Let's see, it's somewhere in the history.
All I can say is if you've got a cube of cubes, the next thing to do is make VR Rubik's Cube.
Okay, so now you can see all the cubes. Now they're stacked nicely together. You can definitely get a feel for like the three-dimensional space. So now this is actually in decimeters. Actually, I wonder if I could measure them somehow. This where that is. Huh. Let's do something a little bit more interesting. So we have that there. Plus. Mod. 3. Wait, oh, is that how that syntax works? Yes, it is. Neat. Wait, error. Oh no, that's not an error. You know what? Let's go change the code and add a uniform variable for time. Wait, what's going nuts? I've never actually tested uniform 4F, but we'll see if it works. So the shader, which is going to just be spur E or E arrow. Oh gosh, I just wrote this engine. Please excuse it's absolutely horrendous everything. Which shader? Shaders 0, because that's the default shader. Slot would be. We're gonna have to find the slot. Uniform slot. Vec. And then the vector connector itself of SSF. Do you guys like this kind of stuff? Like, is this the kind of wacky stuff you want to see? Why is that an error? Looks like we still have about 35 minutes left. I don't know what else I wanted to do. This is... Oh, you know what we should check is the voltage on this battery. Oh gosh, I've protected everywhere I'd read it. It's still at 15.3 volts. We got a while on this. Oh. So why is that crashing? Other than the fact that I just wrote this code while not sleeping. Slot equals... Ben, that is very true, but you can tell when the lithium battery is about to die, or like when you should stop using it, otherwise you'll cause damage based on the voltage. But that's a really good point. You have no idea how full it really is. You just can say it's like a barometer. It's not even like a barometer. I don't even know. It's like a weather flask. You just have a rough idea. Let's see, does this work? Okay, and I'm going to go get time vec. Why is time vec not found? Uniform vec for time vec. Time vec. Yeah, the compiling and all of that's happening on the Orange Pi. See what's going on here. Program 0. That's not right. Is it? Wow, I'm really tired. Okay, let's try this. See where that value is. type mismatch. Oh, it's because the shader wasn't compiling. Oh, I was trying to go debug something, even though herfin derfin. Okay, test survive. Let's not print the slot anymore. I don't see motion though, so that's concerning. Well, let's at least see if it's in the Vive and just not on the screen. Nope. That's not it. Oh, it's because it's not incrementing? Oh. There we go. Oh. Ooh, let's do that in the vertex shader too. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Let's try that. Does that fix it? It does. Okay. Let's see if this works in the Vive sets. No, it's not working. Oh, it looks like it's moving it around. It's interesting that TimeVec doesn't look like it's being updated in the uniform shader. Or sorry, in the vertex shader. You know what? Okay, whatever. I think that this is sufficiently odd. This is definitely sufficiently odd. think we're about done for today. I think we can end this early, considering we've accomplished everything we wanted to. Got hosed. Oh, it's using medium precision for the uniform, so over time it just gets chunkier and chunkier as your precision goes down. Oh my gosh, if we wait here long enough, soon it'll just go completely awful. I think we're pretty much done now. Thank you everybody for coming out. If anybody else has any immediate things that they want to, oh, make the cubes Easter egg shaped. Can't really do that because the cube geometry is just a cube right now, and I don't have any facility for any other types of geometry. Keep track of memory allocation in browser or in the other side. Let's look at top. Test survive is using, I don't know how to read that. What does that work out to? It's like virtual is like all of the stuff it's linked to and everything. Does anybody know off the top of their head how to read top to determine how much RAM something is actually using? I'm pretty sure this means it's using like 8 megabytes of RAM though. Okay, well thank you everybody for coming out today. I hope you all had fun. Enjoy Easter with your families, and I don't know, I did church this morning, but I'm sure other people are going to be doing it in the evening. I will make the online view public, but I have to make it unlisted first. I do have to do that first. But then, like later on tonight or tomorrow morning, I can make it public. It's just because I need to review a couple things first. And no, I don't think I'm going to be doing a battery protection circuit, though I'm curious what the voltage is right now on it. Considering I'm never going to use this again, this project is just stupid. Reading 15.1 volts, so I mean, it may not know how much room it has left, but it's definitely not below the nominal voltage, and you can usually go a couple millivolts below nominal. Okay, see you guys.